October 5th, 2018 will be the day that JoJo Part 5 will start airing officially, and until that day comes, we can just be excited about this and what is about to come and just have fun in meanwhile. Even though everything we have seen so far just proves how fire JoJo Part 5 is going to be, I still have a number of expectations for this part, especially because this part is one of my favorite parts of JoJo and one of my favorite mangas ever, so yeah. JoJo Part 5 is a very unique part in terms of placing of the part because it takes place in Italy and the culture difference is major. Another thing that Part 5 is quite different is the fights. They are some of the best stand battles in all of JoJo, and I'm not gonna lie, everything we have seen so far of the JoJo Part 5 animated, so the scenes they have shown, the trailers and everything has been really satisfying to see, and some of the best things to ever come of the David production JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime adaptation. But the only wish I have is that to be kept on and to be all the way up to 100 for every single episode, because one of the best stands battles are in JoJo Part 5 and some of the best stands to ever come out of JoJo and some of the best battles individually, so I just hope that to be all the way up. Next up is the length of Part 5 that I personally prefer it way more if JoJo Part 5 Vento Aureo anime was having a length the same as Part 4, that is around 35 plus episodes anime. Instead of having the 2 seasons like Part 3 has, I don't want Part 5 to be like that. I don't want to be like 24, 48 like Part 3, but I want it more like 35 plus like Part 4. It's okay if it's like 42 or something, or like something longer than Part 4, but I just want it to be in one go and not 2 seasons at a time. That's at least what I prefer and I expect that to happen. But after all, I won't be disappointed if it's the other way around, which after all is 50-50, can happen both ways. I don't really think that it matters into a personal level when I say that it will be disappointing if it happens one way or the other way. So either way, it's gonna be fire and I have high hopes for everything, but still I know it's gonna be fire because come on, it's JoJo Part 5 anime we're talking about. We had a lot of time to wait between Part 4 and Part 5 anime. This was the longest wait we had between parts of anime JoJo so far in the David production I'm talking, of course, and Part 5 is something special, and we all know that Part 4's animation was questionable for the most part. In the original version, the Blu-ray edition was completely godly, I will say, animation wise, but I expect Part 5 animation to be all the way up. By that I mean it will be like the original one will be like Part 4 Blu-ray, because they took a long of time. And let's be honest, if the biggest thing about JoJo, the thing that JoJo is the most known about, which is not really the animation, but if it's the animation for you, then yeah, please do Part 5 justice in the animation wise, because it's one of the best things ever and we deserve a lot of good stuff, David production. You know we do, and you know that you have to pay Part 5 justice. Come on. We will have a couple to a lot of censorships in Part 5 for sure, but I hope they deal in a professional, smart way and we don't just have a black screen from the entire anime. So yeah, that's the censorship point I wanted to add as well. The next thing that might be a weird one, but let's talk about the opening. It has been confirmed that the opening for Part 5, it will be done by Koda, who is the fan favorite that created such classics as Part 2 Bloody Stream and Part 4's Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town. So just by that I can see the opening one for Part 5 will be some of the lighter tones and some of the best ever. Since Koda's way of creating openings for JoJo has been just a bouncy and a happy style that I'm really happy about, but also I expect a bit darker tone for later parts of Part 5 that are about to come. One thing that a lot of people, including me, are excited just to hear is the voice actors, and I will say that from the people that have been to Anime Expo this year and have already watched episode 1 have praised the voice acting to a major level. Even the new Giorno character promotional trailer release, I can see why, because the voice acting has been the best ever in my opinion, at least comparing to the game, if you ask me at least. The promotional trailers have been high quality and amazing so far. I can't wait to see them all. Daddy Bruno. The thing that I love about David Production is so far for every part of JoJo it was a faithful adaptation of the manga and not just its own mind but in an actual adaptation. But I do expect David Production to change a couple of stuff to fit with the theme of Part 5 in a modern way as the anime, and yes, why not include a couple of anime original content as long as they know how to, but it's David Production, so I'm not even surprised if they do, or if they don't I will still be happy. But the thing I really want is to explain some stuff better than in the manga and to be one-on-one at the same time. I'm sure that at least one person working at David Production has seen that it just works meme, and I'm sure they can stop this old meme with a proper explanation of saying how King Crimson works. I know that the manga did it good and explained the way that it's supposed to, but it's the internet, so if just one single thing is missing they will just make it this big thing. So David Production, you feel me, it's your thing, do whatever you want, I love you, thank you for everything. Say hi to Araki for me. Anyways, this was the entirety of this video. Make sure to like if you enjoyed. If you have anything that you want to add of your own personal expectations for Part 5 anime, the comments below are their own thing. And just like, subscribe, and I'm sure this is my first video ever, so yeah, I already said this a lot of times, so just all of my stuff in the description below. Bye.
We go back, we relax, hentai in the back, on the low, counting racks. I run in the pack. They show Joe, she don't know, I don't love him back.